there, Rachel. Good afternoon. It's J.O. Bertans at Rorick. So I apologize. I finally just got an opportunity to break away here. So I wanted to quickly make you this video of the Grand Touring with the what would be called the Grand Touring Premium Package in order to get some of those features like the heated back seats and heated steering wheel. Now you're wondering, like, wait a second, I want a black on black and the one here in front of me is dark blue. No problem at all. We actually just got a black one delivered. You'll kind of see it back there behind the white one, but I don't have keys or anything for it yet as they're being checked in. So I figured if I made a video of the dark blue one, A, you might even like the color, but B, it'll show you the exact same car to learn a little bit more about it. Now, likewise, 19-inch wheels are standard. You might even see these cool little bars in the headlights, very kind of Audi style. You'll have these fancy daytime running lights on. Headlamps and fog lights are full LED also, so this very bright kind of piercing blue light that you see in like a lot of Lexus products, BMWs. They'll even move left and right as you turn the steering wheel at night, and they can read light coming at it and turn on and off the high and low beams automatically for you. Now, safety with Mazda is really big, and speaking of big, you're going to notice this big old emblem that's not real in the front grille. And even one of those big camera systems up behind the rearview mirror. So you have Mazda's full iActive safety suite. Anywhere from just idling along to 80 miles an hour, if this car senses that you're about to crash, it'll beep at you and then slam on the brakes to prevent you. With a radar cruise with stop and go, basically the car can kind of slow down and pick back up to follow traffic, but it can even drive itself in traffic, coming to a complete stop and picking back up again with the flow. Now, you'll also have a lane keep assist, so if you start drifting out of your lane, it will not only alert you, but gently kind of pull along the steering wheel to kind of grab your attention that, hey, I believe you're drifting out. Also, it can detect cyclists and pedestrians. And you'll see things like the dual exhaust pipes. Mazda, they've always been sort of about the sportiness. You'll see the all-wheel drive badge because everything does go out through all-wheel drive. If you haven't read up on their all-wheel drive system, I would certainly suggest doing so, as it did rank out the best all-wheel drive in the entire segment. Now, of course, you'll have some of your, what I can, I guess, call basic amenities, like your sunroof, your fancy stereo. Of course, you'll have a power liftgate. Pretty cool with this liftgate, it is height programmable. So you can kind of program this to open at different heights depending upon your garage or where you might park for work and such. Go ahead and close that here. Now, you were talking about backseat amenities, so if I open up the door here, you'll see very sort of Audi-style cabin, which I'll get into in a second. Mazda really puts a lot of resources into materials. All of this is an accented hand stitch. They infuse metal into their wood trim. You'll see some piano black, and then the black interior has this caramel contrast stitching that you'll see all throughout. Now, of course, ventilation goes to the back, but if I fold down this little armrest here, you'll see here are your heated back seats. And lifting up this little glove box area reveals two high output USB portions. And that way your backseat passengers can charge the devices if you're going on a trip or something to that nature. Now, advanced key just means that if the key is in your pocket or your purse, you can just hit this button to lock and unlock the car. And here's where you're going to see sort of a very Audi style theme. Everything is clean and horizontal, no buttons, no clutter. You have this very large screen up on top of the dash. I use the term touchscreen pretty loosely because this screen is only going to be touch when you're parked or stopped. As you start moving, touch functionality stops, and everything is going to be very BMW style on this iDrive-like control system behind the gear shifter. And of course, down there you'll see your Bose system. You even have these two little speakers up in the windshield that help cancel road noise. And you'll have these very kind of heavily bolstered out leather seats that are perforated with memory functionality that you'll see set 1 and 2. So hopping in here real quick, this kind of rolls around, it rocks around, and then you just press down like a joystick to make a selection. Volume for your radio is over here. You have sport mode if you want to be that Pittsburgh driver, the emergency brake, even kind of cycling back to safety. And your side mirrors, you have the blind spot monitoring system. So as you're driving, you'll have these little indicators that will light up in each mirror to let you know if someone's on the right or someone's on the left side of you. Now, the great news for that is if you're part of the 2% of Pittsburgh that actually uses their turn signal, if you put on a turn signal, it'll beep at you to grab your attention. Likewise, you'll see the auto-dimming mirror and, of course, the sunroof above me. Dual climate system is standard, so you can set 2 different temperatures. You'll see those heated seats. I don't know why I just pronounced temperatures, part of my mini stroke. And then, of course, you'll see the heated steering wheel up here, which I have to say feels quite nice. Now, shifting into reverse, you'll have things like your backup camera. Excuse me. But kind of going back to that radar cruise, because that, I will say, is quite a feature to get used to on a cruise that kind of holds your distance. And you can kind of see me setting those distance presets through here. You might even notice those bars expand, which is your heads-up display. So up in the windshield, it's going to put 0 miles per hour, as well as even things like your cruise control I just demonstrated in blind spot monitoring. Now everything is push button start. You'll see that you kind of have this cool, almost sort of like square block key fob with your buttons along the side here. I'm just gonna go ahead and turn this off. Now, of course, there's gonna be a lot of other features to go over. I just don't wanna sound like I'm making you a full-on like novel movie here. And one cool feature I do like, because my own CX5 has the premium package, is when I lock the car, you have the power folding side mirrors. And I like that because anytime that I'm at a place, or if I'm even at home, unfortunately, at street parking, I look at my car outside through the window, and if my mirrors are tucked in as they are on this one, then I know I locked the car. If somehow that they're folded out, such as this one over here, then I know that the car is unlocked. And that's, I guess, my little take on the power folding side mirrors. I'm not gonna like clip my neighbor's car, but at least I can tell if it's locked or not. Now, of course, the Rorik Advantage is something really unique to us. So every single oil change and every single yearly inspection is free on every vehicle that we have. Likewise is loaner cars, car washes, among many others. Excuse me. And you'll see that black one right here. Yeah, unfortunately, it's still, you see the hang tag in there. It just got scanned in from Japan. I know these have a long trek over. I can't even get out of Pittsburgh for 5 hours. But likewise, I really appreciate it, Rachel. I'm gonna run back up and get to my office. They keep me in the basement, which is probably for the benefit of everybody. But I'll get this over to you and know that I appreciate the opportunity and look forward to hearing back. Thanks again.